I'd like to call to order the Oxford Area Cable Communication Commission meeting for Monday, May 19th, 2025. Let's stand and pay our respects to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and
to the republic for which it stands,
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I like that you guys do a convocation.
Oh, yeah,
That's cool. Well done, John.
Roll call.
Ed?
Here.
Mo? Here? John?
Here.
Karen? Here. Catherine? That's it, I only got 5.
Item 4, approval of the agenda.
If there's no changes, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented for May 19th, 2025. Support.
We have a motion that's been supported. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 5, public comments not on the agenda. Nothing again today, huh, Kyle? I thought you were working on that. The minutes of the, item 6, the minutes of the meeting of March 24th, 2025.
If there's no changes, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of March 24th, 2025.
I'll support.
We have a motion that's been supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The bill review. Item A, we need to approve the expenditures. I believe that's on page 8.
That's for 2 months. 3 months, sorry. March through
It's
May.
probably on one side of this time.
It's the bill review from March 24th through May 5th.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills in the amount of $43,929.55.
Support.
The motion's been supported. I did have a question I wanted to ask. When I was going through this. Oh, St. Joseph's Church,
That's revenue.
right.
Uh-huh.
Do we charge them for doing their, yeah?
Yep, we have for about 3-4 years running now. They do a big play and they pay us for it. And then we also receive funds for either DVDs or the electronic copy from parents.
Okay. All right, other than that, roll call?
Elvis, yes. Hawkins?
Yes.
Huntley?
Yes.
Gotta go with his last names. I vote yes.
All right. Item 7B and 7C, the year-to-date expense report and the general ledger distribution report.
I'll make a motion to receive and file consent to 7B and C.
I'll support.
We have a motion to receive and file. It's been supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Number 8, we have 5 items for receiving and file. The class action investment, that is that's the account Joe Ferrari started for us. And then we have the Oakland County Investment Pool. We keep that account open just to keep it open. There's only a few $100 in there. Why don't we just stop at those two, and then we can get to C first, next. I'm gonna talk to Terry about that.
I'll
About
make a
what?
motion to receive and file agenda
Which one?
8A, B, and C.
Well, A and B.
I want to talk about C real quick before we,
Okay.
I thought that was C.
no, just A and
Just A
B.
and B. I'll support.
Okay, we have a motion to, receive and file A and B. It's been supported. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, the House Bill 4965, where are we at with that?
It's stalled. It completely stalled in the committee, the Senate committee. And now it needs to be rewritten or a new one written or just let it die and we're nowhere. I spoke with, and that's in my manager's report, I spoke with a representative from the House, our representative Josh Shriver, who is willing to write a bill identifying streamers as video delivery service using our telecommunications lines and to be charged a certain amount. At the same time, ProTech is working on, there's a bill already in existence, I think I've even told you guys this before, that does identify streamers. It was written several years ago where there might have been one streamer and now there's 100 out there
Right.
as entities using our easements for free. ProTech is working on adding language to that if they just even charged 5 cents per household per streamer, we'd go on forever. And so there's many entities working on both recreating a bill, reintroducing 4965, or adding to PA 480. And I'll keep you, when I hear something, I'll let you know.
What is the feelings with the people you talk to about this?
It depends on who I talk to. ProTech, which is a lobbying group that we've paid into for years, we didn't pay in this year because I'm so concerned about our budget. They're leaning towards adding to the PA 480 that's already in existence and just enforcing them paying. And they're a nickel or 25 cents per customer. Wow, which is a streaming source, has already agreed to pay communities for the easement. I don't know if that's been enacted, that was a rumor, but that's in our favor that they do that. If it ever goes to the legislature again, which also I'm in conversation with Ruth Johnson, and she understands the bill that went through and she didn't like it. I haven't been able to have a long enough conversation with her to see if she'll write a bill and find sponsors for it that would be in our favor. So I'm working on it.
All right, so
So right now it's died in the House, or in the Senate committee
is there supposed to be something in our packet to look at
for that.
on that? Yeah, or
No.
just,
No, it's just a report. It shouldn't be a receive and file, sorry. No,
all right, so then there's nothing to address
Yeah,
with
sorry.
C. And
No.
what about D? I don't have anything. I thought I saw something.
it's discussion. Is it
Earned
to,
Sick Time Act?
right, so we need to include something, some kind of policy in our handbook. I am working with Thrive of Oakland County, and they will loan us 4 hours of HR time with an HR person to help create a policy to put it in the book. There's
Sick
several
time.
things that they'll do for small businesses, and they consider us a small business. One is that, one is marketing, there's several accounting. Right now, I've spoken first with the HR group. They recommended 3 of them. I have to choose 1 out of the 3 and have 4 to 7 hours with them to create a policy. I'd also like to have them, if they can go over our handbook with scrutiny to make sure we're in compliance federally, if they can do that in that 7 hours, I'd like for them to do that. And it's 7 hours per whatever we use from Oakland County. It's a grant.
Have you talked to the communities about what they're putting in their handbooks or what their policies are, or
Not
just
yet.
give everybody an element when they get to work, or what do they do?
No, but all three people that I've spoken with, that I've interviewed as someone that's going to help us, have all said they have already drafted policies for that.
You just focused on earned sick time at this point in time with this help from the county?
No.
I'm
Earned
just looking
sick
at
time
this.
and having them go through, I'm adding as an addendum.
So the entire handbook's gonna get reviewed.
If they think they can do it within the 7 hours.
Or at least just point out, section 6C,
Yep.
big problems.
Yep.
Whatever.
Well, we hope not.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure there's something in there.
Well, it took 5 years for that handbook to be completed, so I'm really concerned that we're missing something as far as being federally compliant. But that's not my main focus. Adding a policy for the earned sick time, we really need to do. Everybody and their brother has told me that, so that's why I'm on it.
Oh, I agree.
Are we considered a government agency?
Not according to, because we're not a 501c3 and because the money just comes through from residents through the townships. Oakland County Thrive does not consider us a government agency.
Also, government policies don't apply to us because we're not a government
I
agency.
don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't say yes or no
Yeah.
as not being an attorney. I don't know.
Okay.
And so, are you on to E?
Well, I'm going, go to E if
Sorry.
we're done with D.
No, I'm done.
No questions?
So when are you, so you're gonna meet with them sometime soon, or?
So I haven't called the county back to tell them which person I decided on.
Oh,
Because the last person I had called and emailed, I just spoke with, what's today? Friday. And so, I'm still making a decision, but I think I'll call tomorrow or Wednesday. And then that'll happen right away.
Anything else? No.
I'd like to move on to E and say, I've somehow missed this whole thing, but I'm very glad. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Thanks.
Item E, the interlocal.
I just
I do want to give Terry kudos. I went to the, watched her at the Addison Township meeting. She did get them to provide additional funding, so.
For 2 years, they will give us full funding. There is a caveat to that. We found out their treasurer wrote Joe Ferrari a letter stating that they were going to retain the January through March, so that would be the first quarter, because we didn't ask till after that time. So we're going to get 1 full year and 3/4 of another year
I guess
out of the
that's,
two.
we should be grateful
I'm-
for something
I'm
like
There's
that.
a
Fully
bad
happy.
phrase going through my head right
I'm
now.
happy.
Yeah.
And then the same is true with the Village of Oxford. Joe informed me the other day that it was included in their entire budget. So it's full
July
funding.
through, starting in July.
Okay, thank you.
I
He
would
didn't,
assume,
he didn't tell me that.
wasn't at that meeting either.
It could be the same quarterly thing. But for the next 2 years.
So we have all 4 communities all signed, sealed, and
Correct.
delivered.
So that will add about $30,000 revenue, which will help our budget tremendously.
When is this?
Thank you. And Karen, thank you for the support on that one with Addison
Well, that's
Township. I
true.
was
You
really
were on
worried
that.
about
That was
that.
very nice of you.
Yeah, thank you. Well done.
When does this interlocal terminate?
10 years from the
It's a
last
10-year
signature.
agreement?
Right. And the last signature is not until May from Leonard. May 12th.
Yeah, but 10 years.
10 years. Yep.
That will be somebody else's issue.
I hope they keep an eye on it. That's all I can say.
I mean, because motion to receive and file consented item interlocal agreement.
I'll support if it's needed.
Did you say item 8E?
C through E?
8E.
8E, okay,
Receive and file the interlocal agreement.
okay. We have a motion for receiving and filed interlocal agreement, and it's been supported. Any questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Discussion of the next OACC meeting dates.
July 28th it is?
That's the date.
July
on it.
28th.
Yeah. Yes. And it's not a holiday or anything.
Should work for me.
Good with me.
That's the next meeting?
Yes.
Yeah, you might have missed it. We're doing every other month.
Yeah, I knew that, but I just wanted to confirm that.
John, how are those kids? You gonna be here on the 28th? Or are you gonna be home taking care of 27 kids? Gonna whip out a couple more?
He's gonna want to get on.
Paternity leave right now. So I got four
Yes.
weeks.
Oh, are you really? Wow, how
Just
cool.
to start this week.
Congratulations, sucker.
Thank you.
He's gonna need an excuse to get out of the house.
That's
So.
pretty amazing not waking up to alarm at 5
He will
o'clock.
not be here that day. We'll find him drunk in Rob's bar or something.
All right, well, then
cute.
let's move on to item 10, new business. There's to be determined. We have
Yeah, we
anything?
just don't have any, right now it's calm and quiet.
Calm and quiet, that's good.
I like it that way.
Okay, then the manager's report,
Okay,
Terry?
I'm just gonna read through it to make sure I got everything. Last month, we attended the annual Spring Michigan Community Media Association meeting in Lansing. That's also where I spoke, oh, it's in there. We met several House aides and representatives and talked about 4965 and where that could lead us if it passed, or where we could go if somebody wanted to sponsor a bill.
Doing what?
We don't want it to
Putting
pass.
it on 65, is that what you said?
Yeah, we don't want it to pass.
Okay.
49,
Is that the code name for House Bill?
oh, sorry, yes. House Bill 4965 is the bill we did not want to pass, and we fought it, and I think we won. But it'll keep coming back because AT&T, Charter, and Comcast do not want to identify all those streamers as using our telecommunications lines, because they're not paying anything right now, and that way they can say, if they're not paying, we're not going to pay. So that's why we don't want it to pass.
So if it's dead and they try to resurrect it,
They will.
this become a new bill, right?
Mhm,
It has a
yes.
new number then?
Yes.
Okay,
mhm,
so theoretically, then the current one
It's dead.
is dead, done?
Yep. mhm.
Okay,
So let's see. I met with Josh Shriver. He is going to get together with Mike Watsa from ProTech. I exchanged both of their phone numbers, so I haven't really heard back, and I'm kind of afraid to call Mike Watsa. He sent me an email, I don't know, end of last month, asking if we were getting peg fees from Comcast from all of our communities, and charged me $75 for their inquiry. So I'm afraid to ask him any questions. I responded to him at this meeting. I didn't even email him back. So I did email him today and said there's a little confusion about the bill. But anyhow, on to MICMA amassed a list of public access stations with that percentage of what everybody's lost or gained. And in 3 years, we've lost 23% of our revenue. Now that we have an expected loss percentage, I will start working on a 5-year budget. Mo, I know you asked for that. I really can't do much until I get all of the second quarter revenues. Then I'll know better where we stand. And then I'll put together that between this loss and the 5-year, the 2 quarters, I can put a 5-year budget together.
Just out of curiosity, did you call Milford and see what the heck they're doing? Cause they're up 12%.
Right. Well, they've got some space to, so a lot of it, they have space to build out in Milford, and it's an older community. Same with Addison. Addison stayed pretty stable because they have older people in the community that don't want to do streaming and have umpteen different kinds of television stations. They want their old AT&T or whatever they've got. That was the explanation that all of us talked about at that meeting that we had in Lansing, why some of the communities are stable and some aren't. Addison, I expect, will go up if people continue to purchase AT&T, Charter, and Comcast, because you guys are building quite a bit out there, I noticed the other day. So I would like to see an increase in Addison. That would be nice, especially since they're giving us our full fees. I went to, I've already said this. I went to AT&T, or the Village in Addison, and they're upping the franchise fees to full fees for the next 2 years. I attended the community board meeting for the interlocal. All 4 communities signed with no problem. There was just one question about the the addendum, and that passed anyhow. I already told you about this, the human resource guidance from Oakland County, which is a Thrive partnership, and that only lasts until 2026. So I want to get all the help I can that they offer. And like I said, they offer accounting help, they offer HR help, website help, graphics help, and promotion. So I'm going to try to get as much in as I can. I met with Dr. Milligan on Friday, and I gave her a worst case scenario if we end up losing more and more revenues. A possibility would be to sell our building and move in with the school. And then we'd have at least another year's worth of budget, or a skeleton crew. We could do 2 years budget. Yes.
Who's Dr. Milligan?
Oh, sorry. Tanya Milligan is the Oxford School District Superintendent.
Milligan or Millington?
Milligan.
Or
Dr. Milligan. Did I put Millington on here?
Millington and the.
Oh, sorry. Not only did she like that idea, and she says, it's going to take about 2 years to put something like that in action, which is true. But she also wants to grow the video program, which so too does Chaz, their video instructor, and we've talked to him over and over, years and years and years. We have actually gone in there and helped him, and now he wants to start a program with his seniors where they will run the cameras for us during sporting events. So that'll cut back hours-wise for me. That'll save me a lot of money. And so I'm going to keep that going. I just kind of tossed that idea at Dr. Milligan just to get her wheels rolling too, to see if there's a space for us there. At one time, we talked to Tim Throne, and he really wanted us in the schools. I wouldn't mind it either, because there's a lot of activity that we miss by not being there, and especially after 2021. It's really hard to get into the schools, and they'll say, well, that's not really a story. So it'd be nice to be in there.
Yeah,
because it's the parents that are paying us.
Yeah, I thought we missed an opportunity there about relocating there.
Yeah, right.
8 years ago or
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty
Yeah,
good
it was a great
opportunity.
Yep, it was. We were invited to the Oxford Addison Youth Awards banquet, not only to shoot it, but actually as OCTV entity, which is a honor. We also were invited to the Oxford Career Tech Advisory Board breakfast. I took Joe along with me because I had another meeting I had to be at in an hour. But we've gone to that a couple times, and that continues to encourage talk between the video program and us, which is good. Our insurance agent is coming next week, so I expect we're either going to have to reduce our coverage again, or I think our premium is going to go up. And I only budgeted for the amount from last year.
When is the current
10,000.
Plan renew.
July, right?
Mhm.
It renews in July.
What's that?
Our insurance plan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before or
27th.
after our meeting?
July 27th, I believe.
after. Do you want
Do
him
we need
at
to
the meeting?
approve something or talk about something before the, no?
No, oh, well, if his premium, if he gives me an extra, say $2,000 on the premium, I still would feel safe reducing. He still thinks we're over, insured. So I would feel safe reducing it at another 10,000 or something to keep it at the 10,000 premium that we have right now.
I certainly don't want to take advantage of your situation. I was just wondering if,
I
If
just,
you would just pay the bill,
No.
Karen, it'd be great.
just look at
Well,
what we're paying
I'm-
for.
I'm
is
thinking
the
about
bullet
the-
points.
I don't remember where we left off last time, but I know there were ways to write your primary policy, like with certain GL limits, and then you get the umbrellas, which are really less expensive, versus writing policies that have higher limits as your primary policy. So
Right.
I don't know where we left off, and I'm sure we did what we did because it was the best deal or recommendation at that time. But if you want to send me something, I'm happy to talk to Terry about it. But
Would you do that?
well, yeah, I mean, if
Yeah,
it's- I mean,
educate me on the umbrella policies. I'd like to know what the difference is.
Well, the umbrella kicks in when your general liability's
Doesn't?
exhausted. So if
And
you
then
had a
do you
claim
just umbrella coverage certain things, or
and,
how does that work?
yeah, it covers certain things, but
Okay.
for Oxford TV, I would imagine it would cover the general liability that you have and any auto policy that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what else there is. Maybe, I don't know if you have employment practices liability insurance.
Yes,
It may cover that too.
and it covers you guys as well.
And a directors and officers
Mhm.
policy. Yeah, it should say it in there.
That's
Usually it covers
very
everything.
important.
Do you want to see the policy? Do you want to read the policy?
The declaration page is enough to look
Okay.
at, but I'm happy to talk to you about it and look at it. I just remember the agent, I think, came
Yeah,
last time
uh-huh.
and was proposing,
Dustin.
I just don't remember where we ended up, but I just remember it being like a really high policy and it was,
We reduced it.
okay. Well, I'm happy to talk about it even if we,
It's under the deck page.
I will.
yeah, and then if you get the renewal too, like, I can help you if you
Okay.
have questions.
Oh, we have the renewal. I'll send it to you. We'll scan it and send it.
Okay.
Okay, let me put that in here.
Your printer broke?
Yeah, it's about to die. And so, Dave found one, that's been refurbished through Amazon.
Yeah.
So he purchased it, just in case. So it's actually sitting.
What's a brand new one cost?
Oh, probably over $1,000. And this is 300. It's quite a machine.
Is it in the budget to spend $1,000?
No.
No.
I have $1,000 for breakages like that in the budget, and that's it. And so for that to happen so early in the year,
Just,
we got a lot of miles out of this one, so I don't think it's gonna hurt to spend $300 and
no, I'm
get
just
a couple miles out of
concerned
it.
that it's only gonna last 6 months and then,
I doubt it.
okay.
It's been completely refurbished.
All right,
Okay, where are we at?
last item.
LCTV, oh. So, the chamber has a committee called OPN, and it's a bunch of business people that get together twice a month, and they don't have a place to be. So they are going to be using us as a temporary place. And I found that it was very educational, and every person in there went, "Oh, didn't know you guys were here." Well, there were a couple that knew that we were here, so I think it's helping us too.
What's the group called?
OPN, don't ask me what that means. Professional Network, Oxford Professional Network. Jeff, do you know Jeff Rowe?
Yes.
He's the head of it. And that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Item 12, committee reports, technical committee. We don't have anything to report. Personnel committee, you guys are all good?
No, yep, no problem.
Interlocal agreement, that's all done. We
Yeah.
probably put that committee to rest,
Yep,
huh, for the
yep.
next 10 years.
Yes, we can.
Commissioner comments, Mo?
Terry, a lot. Two of the council members would just have when I'm not there.
In the third base, you guys didn't get, now I gotta go to the doctor and get my knee looked at because I think I
No.
tore something in it. And I don't
We
even have it on
your
video.
schedule.
Huh?
We don't have your
Yeah,
schedule.
you do, you said you did.
I don't.
Remember
Do you?
Taco was in the building?
Yeah, and you guys were gonna come back. He was gonna come back. We were
I
gonna
don't know
do
about
an
him, but I thought you
interview.
guys
We were
had the
gonna know
schedule.
what your schedule was.
The
No,
viewers don't want to see that.
no, I'm sorry, we missed that. Well, what is your schedule?
Oh, well, it's every Monday and Wednesday, but we don't play here every Monday and Wednesday.
Okay, we need that.
They play
schedule.
here Wednesday though, at 10 o'clock.
This Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right.
I won't be there because I gotta go get my knee looked at the doctor. I
I'm
can't run.
sorry. I'm sorry. No, we don't. I don't.
Well,
have
you
your
wouldn't have
schedule.
prevented it. I just would have liked to have seen, I wanted to show my wife how stupid I am.
Were you sliding into base?
I was trying to stretch a double into a triple. Didn't work out for me.
You can do that when you're 18.
Yeah, well, that's what my wife keeps asking me. How much are they paying you?
Yeah, right. The double's pretty darn good. All right, Wednesday, senior.
All right. Public comments. We have
Oh.
another public. Kyle,
Yes.
you're off the hook.
I'm sorry, I forgot to warn you guys.
Wrote out notes. So
Thank you, Chuck.
You gotta keep it short.
It'll be very short. I thank you for what you do, because I like what I do. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't get a chance to do it. We have a program called My Life, and we're always looking for new, interesting stories of people in our communities who might be willing to sit down with us and talk. If you don't know about the program, we can talk about it later, but if you know folks in your communities who have an interesting story, let us know, because I'll sit and talk with them about their life, and then we'll put it on film and make it available to not only our communities, but also to their families, to give a link to the YouTube channel. And their families and their grandkids can see their stories and, see what they, tell all their lives about, sliding from second to third. Anyway, if you have any comments on something.
You notice he didn't make it.
Please let us know.
Wait, I forgot to warn them. So last meeting, our connections got crossed. I asked him to come in and do an interview. He also does a program called The View from the Top. And he has done interviews with other boards, but he has never done an interview with this board. So I was going to have him do it with you or Ed, whichever.
Me?
Last time, yeah.
She's
Our
not
last
pointing at
meeting,
me. I'm on top of nothing.
Well, I-
chair or vice chair. And we could do it right now. It's a 5-minute interview.
Oh, I can't. I gotta go play golf.
Okay, Karen,
With a
you're up.
bad knee?
I mean, what,
It's just organic, whatever
I
questions.
could do
he
it the
can-
next meeting or even
Okay,
between, but I
later.
can't do it
Okay.
right now.
Okay. So we'll take Karen.
I can still play golf right now.
I'm just gonna go ahead and make a motion to adjourn at 5:05.
support.
We have a motion and it's been supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?